Oh yes, now family ammo, welcome back to another video on Jazz TV. We're 1 week on from the fight. The fight went fantastic last week as planned. So what's been happening since the fight? Jazz has been, been home from Dubai for 2 weeks, and I think I've only been able to spend about 3 or 4 days in my beloved city, Liverpool, and I'm off again. I'm tired this morning. It's 4 o'clock, I'm on the way to the airport. I'm going again. But yeah, it never ends, but it's good. Very blessed and happy to be in this position. But I'm going to Dublin today, my home from home, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of my friends who I made when I was living out in Dublin. And I've also got a little bit of work on, and also managerial work, which is new for me. Managerial work, never thought I'd say that in boxing ever, but boxing's led me into different avenues of life, different businesses, and now managerial sides of things, which is fantastic. So yeah, thank the Lord for all his blessings. So what's happened since the week of the fight? So before the fight, I'll tell you what happened. I was so focused. As you can tell, I'm a bit baldy today, aren't I was supposed to go and get a haircut. Everyone, if you're fighting live on the telly, you get a haircut, wouldn't you? I think you would. You normally do anyway. And I just said, no, what? In my head, I said no, I don't give a fuck. It's all a big show. It's all a big act. I'm going to win. I don't care if I'm stinking, looking scruffy. I look scruffy anyway. Why wouldn't I always look? Why wouldn't I look scruffy on the telly if I'm always scruffy? But yeah, I thought, no, what? I'm gonna get a haircut. I don't care about that stuff. I was that focused. When I went into the ring after the fight, I said I remember the call. I'll tell you what I remember. I remember the call out. They called my name out. David Diamante called my name out, and people booing in there. And I thought, that's a big boo. People must be close to the ring, because when I was in the ring walk, in my head, the arena was empty. This is madness. I was so focused. The arena was empty. And after the fight, I said to someone in the dressing room after it was empty in there though, weren't it? And he said, no, it weren't empty. What do you mean it was empty? There was thousands in there. And it was, so I was that focused, I didn't even know, which is a good thing when you've got tunnel vision. In my head, it was empty in there. There was not many people in the actual venue, which is odd, isn't it? But if you say, I want to be tunnel visioned, it's just me and him, that's the way it was. But the performance, I've had a lot of positive feedback. I haven't actually had no negative feedback, and sometimes you do get negative feedback, and I don't mind it, because that's where the criticism is, isn't it? And that's where the growth is sometimes. So a lot of people said to me, like, you box well and stuff like that, but I just feel like, look, I'm not complaining with positive comments and stuff like that, and compliments. I'm not complaining at all, far from it. But what I'm saying is, I feel like the comments was based on the fact that, not the fact that they thought you box well. I think the comments are based on the fact that they thought I was done. People thought I was shot, and that's what I'm going to go into. Yeah, is that looking back before the fight, bookies, someone said something like it was 7-1. When at one point when I was in camp in Dubai, I think it was something like 6-1, and I just put it to the back of my head and just thought, that's a load of crap. Obviously the bookies are going to lose a few quid, and they did, and a lot of people made a few quid on that fight. Loads of people sent me like pictures. Want to write a few quid on your yards. Yeah, really. Scousers made a good few quid on that fight, but I think people were assuming that I was shot, or I was finished, or something like that, which to me is crazy, because I've just been working my ass off doing the same thing as I always do, only when you don't get to show it on the telly, that's where people think that you're learning stuff on the telly, but it's not, it's behind closed doors. But I think even the matchmaking, whoever made that match, obviously it was a team effort on their behalf to make that fight. It didn't make no sense at all, did it, with him being ranked number 6 in the world, me not being ranked at all, and I think that they just thought that I was finished, or so. I don't know what they thought anyway. Maybe they thought because of my age, but my age, I'm biologically a lot younger than than what my actual age is, you know, because of the way I keep myself in good shape and that. So it worked out for me, but I think it was a bit of a mistake on other people's behalf. I'm looking forward, when I say about the rankings, the ratings, I'm looking forward to seeing the ratings, my world rating, this month when the ratings change, and I should be inside the top 10, and I will be eligible now to fight for a world title. Probably won't be made mandatory. Maybe you might have a world title eliminated next. That's what I want to see next. That's what I want next. I would like I seen that they were talking about the Ray 4 fight for Zelfa Barry for a world title fight. I would like that, or a world title eliminator. They are the two things that I probably am going to settle for less than a world title eliminator now. There's no point in these fights going forward, moving forward in your career, and it doesn't make no sense. The only reason why I'm still persistent and still fighting now is to keep on to win a world title, and that's the reason why. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Now moving forward contractually, when fighters take a fight on a matchroom show, it's common practice that you then sign to fight in your next fights with matchroom, and you have options on you for the next fights. So hopefully matchroom get behind me and push me and promote me, rather than the other way around. Like usually they see that it'll be beneficial for them too, and we can win a world title together. That's the plan, and they push me forward, or they give me the opportunity, or look, I'm happy either way. Do you want to try and use my name, as long as that's okay, as long as it's against someone who's got a good name himself, and it'll be for the world title eliminator, or whatever you like to say, or a world title, and that'll be nice, because I back myself against anyone. So whoever that may be, if they think that they're there to beat me, then I'm happy with that. You know, I'm more than happy with that, as long as I get the opportunities there. I'm actually one of the biggest companies in the world. We see the fight there last night, and the show in Saudi Arabia with the unification of all the promoters. Turkey Al Sheikh, it would be lovely to fight out there in Saudi Arabia. It'd be lovely to fight on one of them cards, maybe a 5v5 maximum. But yeah, the options right now, they are good, aren't they? So yeah, we see the show there last night. I fell asleep. I missed the first fight, the Callum Smith fight, which apparently he done amazing. I'm so happy to see Callum Smith. And I think he's in that situation there where, like, people are saying like he was shot. Apparently he was the underdog. Here in Liverpool, we see Callum Smith as a bit of a legend, you know, and it's like people looking at him, writing him off like that, having him as the underdog and stuff like that. That was new to us when people are talking about him like that, and people are surprised how good he was. But I think it was just expected from us, because he lives a clean life, doesn't he? And he's a dedicated professional. So why would we expect anything else? You know, he's had great days, and just because you're not having great day after great day, it doesn't mean that you're dropping off. So yeah, well done to Callum Smith there. Very proud of him. Who else was on that card? Shakur Stevenson was the fight that I fell asleep. Like I say, I had to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was great that they brought the time to live to Liverpool. Yeah, the Turkey fella made it on Scouse times, didn't he? He made the whole show around Scousers, so yeah, he gave us a UK time, and it's mad to say Callum Smith was fighting at something like 4 o'clock, half 4 in the day for us. It's mad, isn't it? Never would you have someone that's part on the card. I would say if Turkey Al Sheikh swerves it now, he can put his hands up and say, I was the best promoter to ever live, which is crazy, absolute madness, isn't it? And when you see there with the Shakur Stevenson fight and Josh Padley, that was the fight he fell asleep in. I don't know what happened. You see that, like, Shakur Stevenson was pressing on the gas. It looked to me like he was gonna tighten the screw and stop him. But only last week that fight fell through, and Turkey Al Sheikh, it's no people say, yeah, he's got all the money so he can do it, but he still paid Shakur Stevenson, and he brought someone else in and paid him a good payday just to keep the fight alive. And that's what not many promoters do. But he didn't have to do that on a card like that. One fight we've lost, so it's okay, because we still got the greatest cards ever. But he kept Shakur Stevenson's fight on there and brought someone else in and paid even more money just to get him out, just to fulfill his obligations on his end, which is fantastic, and boxers love to see that. The money that he's put into the sport is unbelievable. It's life-changing for a lot of people. So yeah, it's amazing, and to be over there myself, that is the goal. I would love to do that, maybe like you say there, on one of 5v5s or whatever. So yeah, the future is very bright. Every man on his dog is trying to get to Saudi Arabia right now to box, and people talk about the atmosphere and stuff like that, but boxers aren't too concerned about the atmosphere when it's life-changing. But I don't think it's going to be long before they figure it out. They figure out the atmosphere and stuff like that. Who else is on the card? Zhilei Zhang, or as Dominic King was calling him, Zhilei Zhang. But I love watching Zhang. I think he's just got that southpaw. He plays the southpaw role very, very well, and I love to see that. Same with the other fella, the big heavyweight Ortiz, the Cuban. He plays the southpaw role very well, and as a heavyweight, it's very exciting, isn't it? So I love watching his fights. I could see he was trying to reserve the pace, and he didn't want to put no effort in to the pace, and he needed that big shot because your man who what was his name again? It's hard to pronounce these names for me. Zhilei Zhang and Zhang, and your man, his body work was lovely just from the start. He just put the pressure on him, like I said there, like in the last fight, he just tightened the screw, and Zhang got that shot that he needed at one point, and he should have pressed on him then and finished him, but he thought he'd use it as a rest, but he needed the rest himself, didn't he, because he was tired. And after a few rounds, we seen with Parker last time, he just needs that space and that distance, and that's what Joe Joyce gave him, that space and that distance, didn't he? So yeah, that was a good fight, and I think it was a great stoppage and great tactics from your man who beat Zhang, because Zhang's a big win for anyone. The next fight we had, what did I see? Who did I see? Bacoli, Parker. I seen the highlights there just this morning. Like I say, I fell asleep. I didn't see the whole fight, so I'm gonna have to watch it back. It'd be rude not to, win it, the greatest show ever. But yeah, Parker is just amazing. It was good of him to see Dubois, for me, pulling out sick. Not only that, just I have friends too who endorsed, friends at Monterex who endorsed Dubois, so it would have been great for them, you know, heavyweight world title fight, and their logo all over the place. But it's not to be, and it will be to be before we know it. My opinions are maybe something happened along the lines of Usyk wants the rematch, and maybe it was don't have a warm-up fight, don't fight, and we'll make that fight. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I hope he's okay. Like Dubois, he's a fighting man, isn't he? And I'm sure he's been in there if he could have been in there. But Parker, he's just amazing. I've been watching his build-up on YouTube. It's a great little build-up. There's a series where he leaves the kids for a few weeks to go into camp. He leaves the kids and he gets dead emotional. Just a real man's man. I've never cried when I've left the house, but I always feel like that kid who wants to cry. It's a hard time to leave the family and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just an emotional video. What he put up on YouTube, and he's leaving the family. Go back and watch it. Parker fight camp. It's a brilliant little. Well, I like the stuff like that. I watch a lot of YouTube, but Parker's some man, isn't he? He's just an amazing fella, and it's an amazing win. Billy Nelson's been calling for that Bacoli fight, and it was good to see him get a shot as well, being so persistent and being avoided. Probably, I would say he's been avoided. You know, there's nothing in it for him, but like you say there, Turkey al Sheikh, it's like you're not going to offer him nothing. You're not. What's he going to gain out of it? He just wants to see the best fights, the best for the best, and being avoided in his eyes, in his game, in his sport now, as he sees it, probably doesn't exist. They don't avoid the best fight the best, the best fight the best. So yeah, brilliant. I will keep you updated, Famalamo, on my next fight. Hopefully it's a big one. Some news, some fight news very, very soon. And yeah, so thank you for watching Formula Mo. Just a little bit of a ramble this morning, nothing major. So you have a nice day, Formula Mo.